Let's talk about why having a surviving attitude will always give you a surviving reality. Yesterday, I contemplated this episode and I was guided to listen to a podcast of Michael E. Singer titled Let Life Remove Your Blocks. I also watched a video of Esther Hicks and I remembered what Matthias de Stefano said about the ego and surviving. Now, of course, the human story is about surviving. We come into this life, into this world, to have a human experience where we have the perception of being separated from Source or God, everyone and everything. Our soul has two parts, our higher self and our lower self, aka ego. The ego has a very important role in supporting the soul to navigate this 3D reality. You are here, we are all here for our soul's evolution. Now, before you came here, you chose your personality, your parents, your life circumstances, and the life path to best equip you for this journey. You also arrived with soul agreements that may happen, things that may happen at certain times in your life to fulfill your soul contracts. And this is all evident in your energetic blueprint of human design and gene keys. So any disruptions in your life, it's all by design. The ego develops strategies to navigate this world, survive, and protect us. But then the ego doesn't learn that it doesn't need to survive anymore. And that's why the same strategies we learn as children continue throughout our lives if we don't become aware of them and release them. And these are the shadow patterns of survival, of resistance to what is. You are identified with the ego mind and thereby attached to how things should be. You are addicted to external validation and approval. You try to force things to be the way you want. Your busyness keeps you distracted to avoid any feelings of discomfort, fear, uncertainty, or doubt. Sounds familiar? And all of this is because we've been conditioned that we are not okay. We feel the pressure to do whatever it takes to be okay. If I get this or that, then I will be okay. If I get this job or have this client or make that amount of money, then I'll be okay. Or that relationship, then I will be okay. And this is the illusion of the if-then complex. But because we put conditions on being okay, we never get there. Even when we get the thing we are going for, the feeling of being safe and okay is temporary. And the underlying anxiety of I'm not okay takes over again. The thing is, life brings us situations every moment of every day to release this need to survive and to realize that we are okay, that we've always been and always will be okay. But how to let the ego get the memo? This is a two-step process. Number one is stop avoiding feeling not okay in any shape or form. And number two is sit with a feeling of discomfort. Allow it to release and you will receive an epiphany. The attitude of surviving is a paradigm of low vibration thoughts, thought patterns, and emotions that are rooted in the belief of not being safe, not being okay. And these are thoughts and emotions of fear, lack, and loss in money and relationships. That there is not enough, that I'm missing out, I'm forgotten, I have to get my share at all costs, otherwise I won't survive, I won't be okay. This is the identity and attitude to fight to survive. I'm not enough, I'm not worthy, and this plays out in your external reality. Thriving and prosperity are at the other end of the stick, so to speak. Here, the motivation is not to be okay, because you know you are okay, and you'll always be okay. As an entrepreneur, the motivation then for creating programs to get more clients and make more money is not doing it to be okay. The motivation is doing it because I am okay and I enjoy creating. Surviving is to get the client and make the money because then I'll be okay. Thriving is giving value because I enjoy it. And whether people sign up or not, I'll be okay. And this is the difference between needing and wanting. Needing is driven by lack, surviving, and external validation and approval. Wanting is inspired by thriving, more abundance, self-trust, self-validation, and self-approval. So how do we get there? Expand self-awareness of where you are operating. Embody the attitude and identity of thriving. Accept and surrender to what is. Practice self-love. Cultivate a gratitude mindset. Practice alignment with God in you, source energy, the universe, your higher self, how you want to describe that. Thriving feels inspired. Surviving feels pressured. And when you find yourself in survival energy, sit with it. Feel it. Let it be in you. And ask yourself, why am I not okay? You'll find it's about the fear of uncertainty, the fear of the unknown, or attachment to outcomes. This is the domain of the ego mind to pressure you in taking action to avoid the discomfort and thereby keep you small and contracted in your comfort zone. Have you ever heard the saying, become comfortable with being uncomfortable? To break through the paradigm of surviving to thriving, this is a practice to remove blocks of resistance. Imagine two horizontal lines running parallel with a space between them. And imagine these two horizontal lines represent vibrational timeline realities. The lower timeline represents the vibrational reality of surviving, and the higher timeline represents the vibrational reality of thriving. Now, the thriving vibrational reality is where you experience low vibration thoughts and emotions of fear and lack, and the identity of I'm not okay, I'm not good enough, and there is not enough. The thriving vibrational reality is where you experience high vibration thoughts and emotions of love, abundance, prosperity, and the identity of I'm okay, I'm good enough, and there is more than enough for me and anyone else. Here you have a prosperity mindset that acts like a magnet for more abundance to flow to you. Now, for a moment, imagine what it feels like to experience these vibrational realities of surviving and thriving. Just imagine the thoughts and emotions and experiences of them. And when you imagine yourself being in the thriving vibrational reality timeline, and you feel all the, the good feeling thoughts and emotions about yourself, your business, and your life, imagine looking down at the surviving timeline and observing yourself being there. Which vibrational timeline reality do you prefer? Of course, the thriving one. So the next time you become aware of your vibration dropping down into the surviving reality timeline, stay back. Let it pass. Sit with it. Let it pass. And then tune into gratitude and elevate yourself back to thriving. If you want to know, and if you want to get a sense of to what extent you are thriving or surviving, is do the free identity or the free prosperity identity audit. The link is below the video or in the show notes. Thank you for watching.